Hey everyone. Welcome back to Weird Law Files. If you thought laws were only about serious stuff like taxes and traffic tickets, think again. Today, we're diving into one of California's most famous and hilarious laws, the high heel permit law in Carmel-by-the-Sea. Yes, you heard that right. In this charming little town, you actually need a permit to wear high heels over 2 inches tall. Sounds crazy, right? But there's a fascinating story behind it that combines history, safety, fashion, and a touch of California quirkiness. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's unravel the mystery of why walking in stilettos required official paperwork. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Would you get a high heel permit just for fun? Let's rewind back to the 1960s. Carmel-by-the-Sea, a beautiful coastal town famous for its storybook cottages and artistic vibe, had a bit of a problem: uneven sidewalks. The sidewalks weren't your typical flat concrete. Instead, they were made of stones, tree roots, and other natural elements that gave the town a rustic, old-world charm. That's great for tourism, but not so great for people in high heels. Women wearing stilettos or shoes with narrow heels were tripping, twisting their ankles, and in some cases, even suing the city for their injuries. And lawsuits. Well, they're expensive. So what did the city do? Instead of banning high heels altogether, they came up with a clever solution: create a permit system. Anyone who wanted to wear high heels in public had to sign a waiver at City Hall, basically agreeing not to sue if they got hurt. The permits were free, and they turned a serious liability problem into a quirky law that still exists today. Now, imagine this for a second. You're a tourist visiting Carmel. You're all dressed up, ready to stroll through the beautiful streets in your favorite heels. Suddenly, someone tells you, wait, you can't wear those without a permit. It almost sounds like an episode of a sitcom. Fashion police stopping you at the corner, asking, "Excuse me, ma'am, may I see your high heel license?" A group of friends making it a fun souvenir, bragging, "I went to Carmel and got a permit for my shoes." The best part: tourists actually collect these permits as keepsakes. They're free, they look official, and they make for a hilarious story to tell your friends back home. What's amazing about this law is that it shows California's creativity when dealing with problems. Instead of saying, "No high heels allowed," the city kept its unique sidewalks and embraced the quirkiness. It also reflects how towns like Carmel value their identity. They didn't want to modernize their streets with boring, flat concrete just to avoid lawsuits. Instead, they kept their charm and made a law that turned into a tourist attraction. In fact, the law became so famous that even celebrities have talked about it. People love the idea that in a glamorous state like California, fashion could literally require paperwork. So, you might be wondering, does anyone actually enforce this law today? The truth is, not really. The law is still technically on the books, but police aren't walking around checking people's shoe sizes. It's more of a historical relic, a fun fact, and a conversation starter. Still, the city does issue permits, and many visitors request them just for laughs. Imagine framing it and hanging it on your wall. Official high heel permit, Carmel-by-the-Sea. It's basically free merch from the city itself. Here's what I want to know. Would you actually go out of your way to get a high heel permit just for the novelty of it? Or do you think the law is outdated and should finally be removed? Drop your answers in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. And that's the story of Carmel-by-the-Sea's quirky high heel permit law. A perfect mix of history, safety, and humor that shows just how weird and wonderful California laws can be. Thanks for watching Weird Law Files. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more strange and hilarious laws, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Up next, we'll explore another jaw-dropping California law. Trust me, you won't believe what's still on the books. Stay curious, stay weird, and I'll see you in the next video.